Monday, August 24th edition. Carolina weather video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Hope you had a great weekend. Back into the regular routine today and looking at some weather changes that are going to be set to occur again over the next 36 hours or so across the region. A couple of web cameras from across the beautiful state of North Carolina. Avalon Pier web camera on the left, Beach Mountain Parkway camera on the right. Temperature there along the Outer Banks, 69 and 63 there atop Beach Mountain. There's the high temperature scheme yesterday. A lot of 80s on the board across North Carolina. A little cooler in Boone at 73. Down in Columbia, hotter at 90. Around the Triad viewing area, low and mid 80s for your Sunday afternoon. Had again some scattered areas of rain and storms around the Charlotte area. A few in the Triad region, especially the foothills, but more around the Charlotte viewing area. Highs again in the 80s. I'll show you the radar yesterday in just a moment. Currently, 4 o'clock hours, I'm cutting the video. A lot of 70s on the board across most of the Carolinas once you get outside of the mountains and the northern Outer Banks. So there was the radar presentation through our Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. And again, you notice it was the mountains and then down into the parts of the Charlotte metro, not the metro, but the Charlotte viewing area as a whole, rather, that had the majority of the showers and thunderstorms yesterday. A few exceptions. Now, these are the rain totals since midnight Friday night into Saturday morning. So these are the entire weekend rain totals. Very little. Greensboro, Raleigh, down toward Fayetteville and over toward the Outer Banks. You look around the Charlotte area, though, had several bullseyes of over an inch of rain as the weekend rolled along. In fact, a little bullseye of 2 inches of rain there in parts of the foothill regions south of Morganton. And again, a number of spots through parts of Gaston and Mecklenburg counties that had some 1-inch rain bullseyes down into York County too, rather. There's storm tracker radar over the past couple of hours. Now, this is, of course, this morning, and still some showers ongoing. It's been a pretty decent shower in eastern Union County, a few showers around the Triad area. And we're going to continue to see the opportunity of a few scattered showers and storms today. You don't see much off to the west, but there's a cold front back to the west of the mountains. And as that front rolls through the afternoon and the evening hours, some scattered showers and storms before drier air arrives. So there's the surface map, that cold front approaching. Out ahead of it, some scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms today. There's the high resolution modeling. You notice, here we go this afternoon. There's that activity developing as the front arrives. Your highs today. Pretty hot day. I think a lot of us in the lower 90s, and it will be a muggy day, but changes are coming. Watch what happens tomorrow. That front begins to ease further to the south and the east. I think for the I-85 corridor and points north and west, it will be a dry day tomorrow. And dropping dew point temperatures. Wednesday looks dry. That front kind of buckles offshore by then. So very high dew points still today, but look what happens tomorrow. Oh, there we go, down into the 50s for dew points for Greensboro and Charlotte, still in the 70s in Columbia. But that dry air continues to work further south and east. And in fact, even look down toward the Gulf Coast. It has been really, really oppressively muggy along the Gulf Coast, just like up in here, up in our region rather, for a lot of the summer. And even New Orleans getting down into the 50s for some dew point temperatures this week. All right, in the tropics, things are kind of active. Of course, we've been tracking Danny for you. There's the early morning enhanced satellite imagery. Not an overly healthy-looking tropical system. It is continuing to now move into the Lesser Antilles. And as I was mentioning in the videos last week, as this neared the Caribbean, this will begin to encounter some pretty hostile upper-level winds. That has indeed been the case. And also the dry air has been an issue for the system at times. There's the watch and warning situation at the exact moment I'm cutting the video. You have some tropical storm warnings in the northeastern Caribbean. Watches involved as well. The watches that were up for Puerto Rico, they've been dropped. Excuse me. Now, here's the advisory on Danny. 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds. That's a minimal tropical storm. Moving to the west at 15 miles per hour. Track from the National Hurricane Center will take this across the northeastern Caribbean, weakening to a tropical depression rather soon. Maybe even with the morning advisory today. And from there, it eventually falls apart. Probably just a remnant low pressure or an open wave by later tomorrow. But we are directing our attention to what's happening behind Danny. So here's the broad satellite perspective across the Atlantic Ocean. And here is Danny right here. We're watching this tropical wave behind Danny. And it is a larger tropical wave. And it's looking relatively healthy. And this has a very good chance of becoming our next classified tropical system rather soon. So that'll be something else we will continue to track for you here as the week rolls along. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.